Right, let's go. Hoping to see the Sicilian defense, by the way, e4. Let's see what my opponent is going to play. Okay, c5. There we have the Sicilian defense. I plan to go bishop c4, hoping to see pawn to e6 next, and I'll play queen e2, following my improved Bowdler attack, which I presented in the video that has popped up in the card above. So queen e2 to prevent pawn to d5. If d5, I was simply going to take because the pawn on e6 is pinned to the king. Anyway, there we see s6. s6, what did we say? Black wants to play pawn to b5 next, so it's high time to go pawn to a4 because a4 stops pawn to b5. So what is that? Bishop e7. I didn't cover this move because it doesn't just make sense, and I'm not trying to be rude or something. Or maybe black is trying to renew the d5 threat, but I can just take. Anyways, let me go knight c3, over controlling the d5 square. Okay, knight c6. Whenever you see knight c6, play knight to f3, over controlling the d4 square. If knight d4, I'll take. Yep, so knight d4, knight takes, and pawn takes. So here is how we relocate our queen's knight. So I want my queen's knight to sit on e4 someday after pushing pawn to e5. So knight b1, knight d2, and knight e4. That's the idea. I don't remember covering this line as well, so that's why these short videos are very important, because they help me to fill the gap and also introduce some fresh ideas. Anyways, let's see. Pawn to b6, b6, d3. So simple stuff. I plan to go pawn to f4, maybe after castling short. Yep. So castle short first, and then e5 and knight d2. Okay, so knight f6 by black, e5. Remember, the idea is to put the knight on e4. Okay, so knight d5. I don't have to take due to bishop takes d5. So let me just go queen g4, I think, because that will attack the g7 pawn and the e4 pawn. I mean, the d4 pawn. Wow. I just found this idea on the board. This is the beauty of improvising in chess. It's not every time you need to memorize stuff. Chess is all about improvising. Whoever comes up with better strategies wins the game. So I'm attacking the g7 pawn, and black wants to take on c2, trapping my rook somehow, but I have queen takes g7 first. I expect to see rook f8. Yep, after which I should go bishop h6, I think, and take the pawn on h7 if need be. Bishop h6 first. I'm gonna take the pawn on h7. I don't care about my pawn on c2. I have rook a2. Yep, so knight takes c2, rook a2, I think. Yeah, rook a2. If the knight goes back, I'll simply retreat my rook and later on put it on a3. Yep, I anticipated all these. If knight c2 again, I have, yep, rook a2. Then next I'm gonna play, yeah, rook a3. This is not three-fold. If knight c2 again, yep, so rook b3. I have a feeling that one of us is going to lose, but it's not me. Come on guys, don't be too serious. One important skill you need to learn when you become a better player is trash talking. So that's what I'm doing. Ha! Oh, queen c7 by black. What can I do? I think let me just play pawn to f4, intending to go f5 next. I don't mind giving up my rook on f1 because I have pawn to f5 and probably destroy black's king side. I can go knight d2 so that if knight takes, I can take back with my king. I should be careful of queen c6 though. If black doesn't take my rook, I can go rook f3 or knight f3. Okay, knight takes, king takes. I expect to see queen c6, after which I'm going to play knight d4 and probably mate on f8. What? Queen takes f8 checkmate. Can that be possible? I mean, I have a feeling that black is going to take my knight on f6 after knight f6 check. Please don't take. Knight f6 check. Don't take. What? What happened? I saw this coming like 5 moves before, and my opponent still managed to allow this. Come on guys, we have to be serious. This is why I keep on encouraging you guys that start solving chess puzzles and tactics. These are basic tactics that I expected my opponent to see. I mean, there was no need to take my knight on f6 with his bishop. He should have just moved his king, but anyways, I still had so many things to do. Of course, this wasn't a perfect match, but I hope you are entertained. Check out my courses at www.casperchess.com. I highly recommend my Gioco Pianissimo course because it's so much fun and well explained. Also suitable for beginners and intermediate level players. Right, so thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.